guys. Hope you're doing good today. So make sure you have your items with you. We're about to start the stream very soon. About 30 seconds we are going to start. Okay. Are you guys ready? Oh, okay, let's begin. Okay. So today we are going to do an SQL string functions. Okay, yesterday we did logical operators, those stuffs, okay, and aggregate functions together with operators. Today we are going to do string functions. Thank you so much for subscribing. May God bless you. You are on 383. That's good. So concat, what is how do we use concat? We use concat to combine two or more strings into one. Okay. Concat string 1, string 2, then string 3. So we are going to combine 2 into 1. For example, let's look at the syntax. So example 1, so combine first name and last name. So let's say that we have two columns. We have a column named first name and we have another column named last name. Okay, so we are going to combine these two into one column named as for full name, and this is as means alias. All right, so we are going to combine the first column and last column into one column as full name from customers. This is the table named customers. Okay, now we are going to do that practically. Now bend it. Okay, so in string functions we have concat. We say that this one is used to combine two columns into one column. All right, now we also have substring. Okay, extracts parts of a string, subtract strings. Okay, this one substrings helps us to get maybe some letters. For example, here get 3 letters of the book name. So we have a column named book name. Then we are going to create another column that it's going to give us the abbreviation of this. Okay, so what you're going to do is you say substring, select substring book name, then the name of the column. Okay, then you put 1. This one means begin from the letter 1, letter from the left. When you say 1 means start from the beginning, then get 3 letters. That is what it means here. So as alias short name, so the name of the column will be short name, and it will give us the first 3 letters from the book's name that is named inside this column. So what is it going to do? It's going to start from the beginning. Here 1. Okay, from 1, then it's going to get 3 letters. Okay, from books, this means this is a table named books. Okay. Number two, extract here from order date. Select substring order date 1 for as order here from orders. Okay. So we can see that order date, there's a date there, there's a table, there's a column named order date, and there's dates that is named that is written inside that column. So we are going to create another column named order year. Inside that order year, it's going to give us the year. All right. Remember that how years are written, right? 2025. It has four digits, right? 2025 has 4 digits. This means that get me the first four. So the first four is the year, beginning from the at the beginning. So from the left side, it is 1, meaning that it starts at 1. So it also gets the domains from emails. So that is substring. Select substring email, position at in email +1 as domain. Alright. This one helps us also to get the domains of email. That is the functions substring. Okay. In length function, we have also length function. This one also now helps us count the number of characters in a in a string, right? Okay. So find the length of customer's name. For example, there's a customer name, so you want to calculate the number of letters in his name or her name, right? You just say length, then you put bracket, then you type that name, then at the end you finish with semicolons, and it will give you the number of letters. Okay. Length of book name, we also have length of book name. Select book name, length book name, alias book name, length from books. All right. Check length of emails. So select email length. It's also you want to check the length of the email. So that is how you do it. That is the function length. All right. And it's not even used that much, right? Because maybe you're playing, you just want to see some stuff, right? You're just enjoying your stuff, but it is not used that much. Length, upper and lower, convert text to uppercase or lowercase. So when you want to convert into uppercase, so you have a string there and you want to convert it into uppercase, then you just write upper, then you type the string. Or when you want to write lower, you also do the same. And if you want to do the proper, we call it proper. Proper is the way that is written, all right, the correct way of writing names. So the names should start with a capital letter, then followed by small letters, right? So it should start with uppercase, the first letter should be uppercase, and followed by lowercase. So that is proper. So you just write proper, then you write the name of the string. All right, that is it. So that proper, you can see it from here. Let's go here. All right, let me just show you where proper is, so that you don't get confused. All right, so where's proper? Just give me a minute. So we're looking for proper. Maybe you're going to see it somewhere, I don't know. Okay, proper. Really, I don't see it here. Okay, if you want to write the first letter up in uppercase, then followed by lowercase, then you should use proper, not those lower or up. All right. Now that we have done this up and low, let's go to trim, or let's just check first the syntax. So convert the customer name to uppercase. So you want to convert the name of the customers to uppercase. So select upper customer name as a upper name, right, from customers. Convert book name to lowercase. So you also do the same, right? Lower, then you type the name of the names of the book, right, as lower book. Standardize email to lowercase is also the same thing. All right. So trim. So you want to trim something, L trim or R trim. So trim, this one is the one that is used most oftenly. Let me just show you something. Yeah, trim. Um, Trim, it helps us to remove extra spaces. Okay, remove spaces or cursors from the beginning or end of the string. So when you want to remove spaces in your name, so that is when you are trying to clean your data set, use trim. So L trim, this one removes spaces only on the left side. Right trim, R trim means it only removes spaces from the right side only. So but if you use trim, it will remove spaces from both sides. So you better use this one, and it doesn't make sense for you to use L trim. Okay, so when you use this one, it will automatically remove spaces. All right, so remove spaces. Syntax and trim character from the string. So remove leading and trailing spaces. So straight select trim, then write the name there, alias, then what is returned as the next column, so the clean version. So you write it that way, right? Now we have seen that. So replace. So when you want to replace something, so replace occurrence of substrings with a string. So replace string. Alright, alright, replace Kenya with KE, right, in a country name. So select replace, so country, that is the column name, then you type the country that you want to change, that is Kenya. Alright, then you put comma, then KE, so what you want to replace with. So first you mention what you're trying to replace and what you're trying to replace with. So at the end, then you have to put alias as short country. So this one, now it will give us a column named short country, where now this thing, the countries are returned as their abbreviation as KE. All right, so from customers, so that is the table named customers. All right, we're also going to do that. Now replace subspaces with hyphens. So in books name, so you select replace book name, then uh, there should be single quotation. All right, make sure there's single quotation also in the when you're trying to place, for example, Kenya, then there should be single quotations, right, on both sides, then comma, then leave some space, then write those stuff. Okay, you want to replace the spaces with hyphen. So let's say a book has a compound name, so it has two names, so you want to replace the space in between with hyphen. So you just write select replace book name, then there should be what do you call a single quotation, then leave some space, then close that single quotation, then a comma, what you're trying to replace with. So first what you're trying to replace, then at the end you mention what you are trying to replace with, right? As see, this means alias formatted book name. All right, so there will be a column named formatted book name from books. All right, now replace Gmail with Outlook in email. So you also do the same thing. You are trying to replace what you are trying to replace. So you're trying to replace Gmail, then what you are trying to replace with Outlook as updated email. So real life uses of these cases: email standardization. Okay, we're going to do the practical in a minute. Okay, let's first finish these string functions. All right, then we also have mathematical functions. First we do the string functions. All right, real life uses cases. So email standardization. So use lowers to ensure the email address are stored uniformly. All right, creating usernames, planning data, replacing typos, so URL formatting, so that's extracting domain names. This is what we use for these cases. All right, these strings. So real practice questions. All right, this is list and all the names of the customers, extract 4 letters of each book. So this one you are going to use what? What are you going to use that when you're trying to use a substring, right? Okay, let's continue now. Where were we? So replace here we are. So replace all spaces in book names. So you're trying to replace. So that is, you use replace function. Display the length. So you'll use the length function. Are we together? So this is the summary of what we have done right just now. So this is the string functions. We have concat. We say that it combines first column and second column. We have substring, which also it displays the abbreviated version of a name, right? So the short name of a column of a name, right? Then length, we have length. So this one counts the number of characters in a string. So for example, the email, so it's going to count the number of characters, maybe even 20, 30. So it's going to return that. So upper and lower. So this one is going to change the uppercase to lowercase. So right, trim, L trim and R trim, remove spaces. Okay, all right. And you said that you also have proper here. It also does the same thing. Replace text. All right, replace book name, those stuffs. Now that we have done that, so let's go and do our string functions. All right, and we're going to start with concat. Let's open our dbeaver. Okay, let's open our dbeaver. So let me just open my dbeaver in a minute. Here we are. I've opened my dbeaver. So this is the work we have done. We just did yesterday. So we are going to use the same work. All right. So now let's return select all from employees. Okay, we have two names, Ali and John, Paul. So the first one is concat. So we're going to combine the first column and the second column into one column named full name. So we are going to create a new column named full name, and inside that column, so we are going to have Ali Mike, something like that, and John Paul, right? So let's try and do that. Okay, so what are you going to do? So select concat. Wait, why is it in uppercase? I don't want this. Alright, concat. So when you say concat means it's going to combine. Alright, so let's check that. So concat the first name, that is our column. First name. Sorry for that. So we are going to combine the first name and the second name. So there should be spaces between the two, right? So and there should be spaces, right? Yep. So we are going to have a space between, then a comma, right? There should be a comma after inserting that space between, then last name. So we are going to end with last name. Okay. First put comma here, I forgot that. Then last name, second name, we have second name, underscore name. All right, as alias, we have alias as what we call full underscore name. All right, so it's going to return this the combined version and name it a full name. All right, from the table name, which is employee. All right, so now end with semicolon, and let's try to run this. Okay, there is a problem. So once you see something like this, so don't panic. So try to figure out what happened. You get me? So first, let's return to our main table. Try to run it. All right. So now let's check what has happened. Okay. Okay. Let's remove this. Yeah. First name. Right. We did it properly. Okay. There shouldn't be. Uh, there shouldn't be something there. As you can see now, it's going to run. I think so. Okay. Control Enter. There we go. All right. We have a full name, a column named full name. Ali Mike, Ali John, those stuff, right? You can see that the full name is Ali Mike. Then we have John Paul. So that is the first one. So this is string functions. So concat. So when you're trying to write a comment, so you should put there string functions. So you can see that, so that to make your work clean. Okay, to make your work clean. So let's go back. So we just did concat. All right, we did concat. This is a concat. Concat. All right, so we are going to do the next one, and what do we call it? So the next one is a substring. Right, this one now is going to give us and the number of letters. So we are going to just extract maybe 3 letters, right? So to see how it looks like. All right, so we are going to extract 3 letters. Okay, select substring. So let's do substring. Now we are going to do substring. Right, so just go down there and select. We do select substring. All right, select substring, and then book. We have our first column, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to extract 3 letters from the first one. First, let me just return to our table so that you guys can see properly what you are doing. All right, so control enter the run first. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, here we are. Select substring. So then what? When you write select substring, then you open bracket and write the name of the column. Right, so if we have first name, underscore name. All right, then what we are going to do is then put comma. So we are going to begin from the first letter. All right, so we are going to begin from the first letter, that is Ali. So we are going to extract only only two letters. All right, so it is going to return al and jh. All right, so as a short name underscore name from the name the name of the table, right? Employee. Now let's run this query. Let's see. Okay, run. Once you run that, you can see that we have the abbreviated way. So select substring first name alias short name from employee. You can see that. All right. Now let's do the next one. We have the second string function. So we did concat, we did string. Now the next one is we did substring, so we are going to do length. Now this one is very funny. Let's do length. I hope you can remember. So today I just changed the way I was teaching, right? So we just did, at first we did the notes, and now we are going to do the practical. That's what I've done. Okay, so if you're not okay with this formula of teaching, you can tell me, so that also I change it to make it easier for you. Okay, length, we have the third the third string functions. We have length. So this one is going to count the number of characters, right? For example, let's first run the table to see properly. Okay, guys, if you want this notes, you can just comment hey, and I'm going to send it to you either through email, anywhere else. So you can just contact me. Control enter. So we are going to calculate. All right, maybe this name, the number of first name. Maybe at first here we have Ali. So this is 4, right? It has 4 digits, 4 letters. And John, it also has it has 5, 4. Ali has 3 characters and John has 4, right? 4 characters. Let's do that. So length. So you first start with select. So I say that this is the statement that you will use most often. So select length. So once you do that, is that how length is written, guys? Or am I tripping? I'm not sure. Length. Alright, that is it, how it should be written, I think so. Length. Is it correct? Alright. Mm, mm. Okay, now let's open bracket. So first name. Alright, so that's good. First name. So we are going to return as what? And maybe as a name length, right? As, let's try alias number of length. So we are going to create a column named alias, a named number of lengths, right? Alright, so now number of characters, so for that number of characters from employee, that is the name of our table. Now end with semicolon and run this query. Okay, boom, we have 3 and 4 characters, right? We have 3 and we have 4. That's good. Now let's go back to our notes. We have the notes. Let's go back to our notes. So let's go back to our notes in a minute. Okay, well, so we're going to do uppercase. So that's what I forgot this. We're going to do uppercase, then trim, replace. That is the end of the string function, right? Alright, so we just did concat, we did substring, we did length. So we're going to do uppercase. So uppercase trim, right? Let's do that. Go back to our debeaver, and we're going to do that in a minute. Okay, and we're going to do uppercase now to see if it works. So uppercase, uppercase, upper and lower, lowercase. We're also going to check proper. Alright, so now let's do that. Select upper Okay, let me first run the table to see, for you to see properly. Okay, I've already crammed that table, maybe you can see that. Okay, now, so this is what we're going to do. So we're going to take this first name, this Ali. As you can see, it is written properly, Ali and John. So we are going to write them in uppercase. So we're going to create a column that is name that is written in uppercase. Alright, so just type first name, then alias, so the name of that column, upper underscore case underscore name, then from the name of the table employee. Now end with semicolon and end with semicolon. Let's run this query. Once you run that, you can see that we have the names in uppercase. Ali we have in uppercase. Make sure you can see down there it is written in uppercase. Okay, now let's do the other one. The other one is lower. So lowercase is going to write this in lower case, right? Let's just wrap this and write lower. Right, so now run the query. There we go. So the names are written in lowercase, that is uppercase lowercase function. Now let's do proper. Oh, it's refused. I don't know why it's refused, but we'll check that. I don't know why. Okay, now that we have done the lower, all right, let's do that. Okay, all right, so what is next now? The next one is trim. When you want to trim, um, sorry for that. You just do select trim, and let's say first name, as Clint underscore name from employee. Alright, as you can see now it is clean, so it removes those extra spaces, it writes properly, even though it was already cleaned. So it just did the same thing. Okay, so R trim, so it's going to remove the R trim is going to remove the right side if there is a space. Okay, let's try that. R trim and R3 maybe something like that. Control enter. So this one is going to remove the right side if there is spaces, and L trim removes spaces from the left side only, right? Right. So but our name is already written properly, so there's no spaces in between, so we're just doing the same thing. All right, I hope you have understood that. Now we can do the next one, the last one, which is replace. So replace is a very important function. So let's do replace. Let's do replace. So we're going to replace Ali with Al. All right. So select and replace, then an open bracket. Let's say first name underscore name, which is Ali, right? So for Ali, I want to replace Ali. So what you're trying to replace with, right? There should be a comma in between. So what you're trying to replace with, all right, I'm trying to replace it with another name, maybe Paul, right? I want to replace Ali with Paul, so let's do that. And there should, all right, so Paul as correct name, maybe there we go. So you cannot see Ali anymore. There we can only see Paul. So we replaced Ali with Paul. Okay. Now let's go back to our notes. Let's go back to our notes, right? The note says so we have finished the string functions. We are going to look at the date functions in SQL. So those are the string functions. Hope you have seen it. This is the summary of the string function. Okay, this is these are the summary. So we did concat, substring, length, upper, lower, trim, add, trim, replace. Those are the functions. Now we are going to do the date functions. So the first one we have in date functions, we have now. When you write now, then open bracket, then close bracket. This will show you what? This will display the today's date. It turns the current date and time. Okay, and yeah, also does the same thing. So once you do that, yeah, it will display the year and month, day, also the same, right? Dated if, so this one is now more complex when you're trying to calculate maybe something and find the days between today and other date. You can use dated if, right? But it's not must. There's another way of doing it, and that is it. So real life use cases. Subscription system determine the subscription expiry date. So when you subscribe something, so it determines the expiry date in a system. Employee records. Calculate the employee using using data diff. Events scheduling shows upcoming events by adding intervals to current date. Right. Invoice aging. Find overdue payments using data diff. Okay, we are going to do wait, you have to finish this date, right? Now let's go back to our dbeaver and do that. Okay, dbeaver, open your dbeaver. Wait in a minute. I'm going to open my dbeaver. Yep. What's happening here? So I can't see my dbeaver. All right, there we go. Thank you so much. Now, so we are going to do what we call the date functions, all right? So let's comment date function. Are you guys bored? Like tired? Oh, I'm so tired. I don't know why. It's early in the morning. Okay, date functions. So we're going to do date functions. The first one is now. Let's start with now. Just say, without even typing now, select. Let's just do it. It's impossible, right? Okay. Select now. It will display the today's date and time. As you can see that this is my time zone and I'm in East Africa. So it is 10:43 on my side and it will write the date, it will display the date. So as you can see, that is what now does. Okay, so we can check the other ones. Let's leave some space. That is for now. The other one, which is yeah, you want to display the yeah. Maybe if we had the yeah function, then in our data set you could just say yeah. Right, but in our data set we don't have yeah, right? If we had all the years, a column where the dates are displayed, you could just say select year, then it will return the years. So this is what I mean. Let's go back to, let's select all from employees. So as you can see, we have a small data set here. We have employee ID, first name, second name. So we don't have date. So if we had date, let's say for example we had date written here, maybe date of hiring, something like that. So we had that. So a date contains year, month, and day. All right. So you want to get only the year. You want to just extract the year of hiring. You don't care about the months and date, day. So you could just say select year, then open bracket, close bracket, then end with semicolon at the end. This will now display that, right? This will now display the year. Like the same thing with month and day. If you don't care about the year and the day, and you want to just check the month, you can just say select month. There we go. So that's how it's written, right? So right now if we run this query, it will give us error because we don't have date in we don't have a column named dates, right? So that is it. Also days, also that's the same thing. Date, day. Open bracket, close bracket, that's the same thing. So in our data set we don't have date, but that is how it is done. Okay, now we can do the other one. So we have the dated if, so we don't have in our data set, but you don't even have to use the dated if you know how to use this, the one that we have just mentioned. If you know how to use this, you don't even have to use the dated if. Okay, let's go ahead and do mathematical functions, right? So that is about the date, right? It doesn't have a lot of stuff, it's just that it's very simple. It has to if you want to extract year, month, day, so it doesn't have a lot of stuffs. So if you want to subtract, you want to see the years of experience, you can just subtract. So you just say yeah minus now, right? So it doesn't even have a lot of stuffs. Or you can just type manually 2025. So you can type the year, the end minus 2025 something. As you can see that. So it will give you the years of experience, right? Now let's go ahead and do mathematical function. In mathematical function, thank you so much. You subscribe. Thank you so much. All right. Now let's go ahead and do something else. So mathematical function. Okay, let's do mathematical function. Mathematical function. Thank you so much for subscribing. May God bless you. Mathematical function. Okay, let's do mathematical function. Okay, and first let's go back to our notes and see what this mathematical